Hi everybody, the video today is about combining low-dose naltrexone or LDN with different herbs. Just before jumping into the video, if you don't mind taking a quick moment to either like, share, subscribe, or post a quick comment on the video, I'd really appreciate it. So thanks in advance for taking a second to do that. And also, nothing that I'm saying in the video should be construed as medical advice. This is for informational purposes only. If you need medical advice, please talk to your healthcare provider to get that advice. So the question specifically today is, can cryptolepis and other herbs on the Buhner protocol, in reference to Stephen Buhner, the late great Stephen Buhner, master herbalist and author of many wonderful books on Lyme and co-infections and the herbal treatment options for those conditions. So can cryptolepis and other herbs on the Buhner protocol be taken with low-dose naltrexone? I've noticed my symptoms have gotten much worse since starting on LDN. So thank you for the question. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling worse on LDN. That's not good. So in terms of combining cryptolepis and other herbs with LDN, and again, this is not medical advice, you have to talk to your healthcare provider about that. But just speaking academically from my own experience, I'm not aware of any issues in terms of combining LDN with cryptolepis or other herbs on the Buhner protocol. To my understanding, when it comes to low-dose naltrexone, the main thing to, the main contraindication to using LDN is taking opiate medications at the same time. LDN is an opiate receptor antagonist. To my understanding, before it was low-dose naltrexone, where it was just regular naltrexone, it was used to help people get off of opiate medications because it would bind up the receptors and kind of help them to get through the withdrawal phase, but the side effects are just absolutely awful, or were absolutely awful. Using it at full therapeutic dosages, which to my understanding was around 50 milligrams. But then somehow or another, it kind of got drudged up as like, oh, let's try it as low-dose naltrexone, and those dosages are usually less than 5 milligrams, like 10% of the dose or less, it's been used therapeutically for in different instances since that time. So if a person was on opiate medication, say they're on hydromorphone or some other type of opiate for pain management, and they start taking LDN, well, it would very likely interfere with the efficacy of that hydromorphone. So that's kind of the main pharmaceutical contraindication there. There may be others as well. I don't directly prescribe LDN. It's not in my scope of practice to prescribe it, much to my chagrin, because I think that it can be a useful medication for folks. I wish I could prescribe it, but I'm not able to in the place where I practice. But my understanding, that's the main kind of pharmaceutical contraindication. So I'm not aware of there being any issues with Buhner herbs and taking LDN at the same time. I've had many patients who have been on LDN and Buhner herbs, even though I can't prescribe the LDN myself. I have patients where they've had it prescribed from other clinicians, and like from their family doctor or a functional medicine doctor from some other place, and they're taking it, and I haven't seen any issues with the combination. Now, that being said, this is not something that's been rigorously studied, so it may be that in some people there is some negative interaction, and maybe that would lead to side effects or whatnot, but I haven't seen any evidence of that, and I've never heard about any contraindications with different herbs, and I've attended a fair number of continuing education events, whether it's conferences or webinars or this or that, about LDN. It's, again, something I know a lot about, just can't actually directly prescribe it. So thank you for the question. If there are any further questions on this, or if anybody has any questions on another topic, just post in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer as soon as I can.